Hello and welcome to this spoiler video with me, Rebecca Gillard. I'm joined as always by Richard Walker.
Hello Rebecca Gillard, how do you do today?
I'm good, thank you, Richard Walker. How are you?
Yes, not bad, thank you.
That's good. And we are playing on camera. On the left is me playing Greyjoy Prince that was promised, and Prince Balon is the prince. And on the right hand side we have Richard playing Bara Wars.
Amazing.
Amazing indeed. So just before the setups, we do also want to say thank you to our new patron, Gareth Hurst.
Thank you, Gareth.
Thank you, Gareth. Very kind of you to join us.
It is, yeah. I played Gareth at Sheffield Tour Champ this year.
Oh, did you?
Last year, this year.
Did you thrash him?
No, it was a very close game actually.
Okay. Well done, Gareth.
And I was playing Bara Wars.
Oh, really?
Yeah, playing basically this deck.
Like it was meant to be.
But an older version.
Oh, okay. Oh, well. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, he's a pleasant chap.
Well done for being a pleasant chap.
And he's coming to Thrones War UK.
Oh, you've given me hints on attendance. You shouldn't be doing that. I'm a Regent member.
Damn.
Oh, ha ha ha. I have the advantage.
I'm sure all the Regents watch our channel, right?
Of course.
Especially the spoiler videos.
If they have any taste. Should we run through these setups then? So on the left-hand side, I have marshalled Theon Greyjoy, a Lord... Right... Oh, I can never say these. Was it? Shipwright dude.
Lord Sport Shipwright.
Lord Sport Shipwright. I don't know why this is such a tongue twister for me. A refurbished Hulk. I can't speak today. And a Sea Tower. Here we go.
I like the way you just tried there to trigger your Balon solo, which you don't have.
Yeah. I'd had a couple of practice games of the deck and had Balon solo every time. And then this game I was like, oh, I don't have any.
So you're playing basically my Greyjoy Crossing deck from National, tweaked it a little bit to remove the Kings of the Isle of Balon, put in Core Balon and make him Prince. Took out the Iron Mind as well and put some other boats in. But otherwise it's the same deck really. Yeah.
And you're playing with your setup. Let's run through that. So we've got Shireen on the board. What was his name?
Courtney.
You have a card in Shadows, and you also set up a Rose Road with the At the Gates plot that we both played, me going first. You went and fetched Gates of the Moon, which I appreciate, and I took an Iron Gate.
You appreciate it. You've got 3 economy cards.
Oh, ha ha ha.
And mine.
No.
So you can afford all your bigs.
I'm set up for economy for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you are. That's what I like about that Greyjoy deck. Oh, look, and is that solar?
Yeah. I think the reason as well I went for the solar gold is because I knew I had it in hand as well. I'd kind of seen it this game and I was like, yeah, I've got solar. I think I'd drawn back up into it, so.
So let's see what you marshal.
Do I have a big?
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
I know, but you know what? I think I literally drew, like, You're on Silence as, like, my 2 cards or something stupid, which was really frustrating.
Yeah, I think that was the 3rd time in a row.
That I'd done that. Yep.
And Weck, there are no eager deck hands.
No. Again, really lame, right?
Well, it's not too bad. You can't have them all the time.
I should do. And then over to your marshalling. So you've got another Rose Road. So I think we're both set for economy now.
Yeah.
You seem unsure.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the plots in my deck are low gold, so I need the setup for economy.
Okay.
To keep myself going through the rest of the round.
You're playing Wars though. You must have a few high econ plots.
1.
1?
And I didn't even have that until the last couple of games.
Okay, so, what's this one called? The Shadow Priestess?
Yep, do you know what you're on?
Thanks. So that's you're on Nelt, but luckily I do have Silence, so I would be able to restand him, but I guess it means I can't use him twice. So 1 less intimidate's good for you, right?
Yep.
And you still have 4 gold. So you've got a few options here on what you could do. Get up another character. I mean, there are plenty of 3-cost characters in your deck. We might want to save it just to be really annoying in the challenges phase and do some nearly shit.
Yeah, so I'm going to take out the red priest to look at your hand. Let's see what you've got.
Yeah.
Hagen's Daughter, Balon, Ironfleet Scout, Risen from the Sea.
Oh. Taking the Risen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't want you to be able to save your stuff.
Hint, hint. Okay. So, we're into the challenges phase. You're saving 1 gold. And I'm going to use silence here. Or at least I'm going to attempt to use silence here. So you're like, yeah, you've got to show me that you've got a valid target first.
Yep, that is a thing.
So I attempt to put my boat out to stand Euron, and you play, is that privileged position, is that what it's called?
It is.
I really hate this card. I keep forgetting this card exists. I was like, yeah, no worries, no more Euron. I'm just going to restand him. What you going to do about it? And you're like, bah, ha, ha, ha.
I cancel it.
I know. Cheeky little shitbag. So I'm doing a little intrigue with the shipwright.
Yeah, I block that.
You do. I'm wondering if I can get a power challenge through and win by 5, but I don't have any booster boats or anything, so it's just not going to happen. No. I do the dance. Kneel and stand, kneel and stand.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this first round is mine.
Yeah.
The tempo I've got. I've also got Courtenay.
Yeah, who's going to just restand? Because I can't defend and win the power. So the only thing I was thinking was if I leave the 2 of them standing, at least I can win the military.
Yeah.
Which isn't a massive thing right now, but keeping characters on the board is nice.
But it allowed me to win Dom with Shireen. So it's not too bad. Ah, that's nice.
As if you took that.
Yeah. Kneel your board out so I can take Dom. That's nice.
Yeah.
And we restand.
So it wasn't the best opening round for me.
No, kneeling your Euron and cancelling the silence was good.
Yeah, because when you did that, I was thinking that I could still probably get through the win by 5, using stealth and intimidate and stuff like that. But yeah, you slowed me right down.
Well, the thing with Prince is, like, you don't need to trigger the Prince if you've got a good deck. Like, the agenda, I believe, should just be like
a bonus.
Yeah. Even if not, it's just a threat. So if you go in with a power for, 5 strength, normally, sometimes your opponent would just leave it unopposed.
Yeah.
So now they're going to have to commit something to block your win by 5.
Got a forced march into the Withering Cold here. Which is nice for me, because I can kneel out a chud to kneel out your Standy Sandy Corbet. Courtenay.
Corbet?
What's Corbet?
Well, are you thinking
it's
of...
like a new nickname for Corbalon.
You're thinking of Lynn Corbray?
Oh, yeah. I always get them two mixed up.
Penrose.
I always get those two mixed up.
Do you?
Yeah,
That's the first time you've ever got them mixed up.
I get them mixed up in my head. That's why I always pause before I say Courtenay, because I'm always thinking of Corbray.
Courtenay.
Names are too similar. There's too many cards. They should just give us like 10 cards each. It'd be fine.
Asher.
Ooh, okay. We like Asher.
Another big... Oh, you're putting a boat out. You're not going to use the silence.
Well, I've got another boat in hand, and I was thinking I quite like to just have the boat in case you got another cancel.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And like I say, I've still got a boat in hand, so I can still get another one.
You've got a really good icon spread on the board.
I'm quite happy with Asher.
2 stealths, which will allow you to get that power challenge through and win by 5. I've got even-handed justice. Your Asher for Shadow Priestess. That seems okay. Gets rid of 1 of your stealth, but you've still got Theon. Yeah. Which is problematic.
I don't know. I mean, Asher draws me cards. Oh my god, what? Oh, I see why you know Asher. She's a lady, right?
She is.
Oh, wow. I love that Shireen doesn't kneel. The little lady.
She's a lady.
So you weren't really bothered about my forced march then? Or did that change what you decided to play?
No, I played the Withering Cold so I could kneel your board out for 2 turns. So I had Solis in hand and I'm going to play it. So the 4th March wasn't really that bad. I had some other options in hand, but when you knelt the Red Priest and Courtenay, it kind of cemented what I was going to do.
Oh, okay.
So I was sad that you played Asher. If you'd have played Balon, for example, I could just kneel out your whole board and not bother with the even-handed justice.
Yeah. Because I guess that kneels one of your characters, it would be knelt anyway.
Yeah. So, it
so
wasn't
you could have
too bad,
saved it for next turn kind of thing.
Yes, that's right. It would have saved me another 2 gold, which I might have had another charge in hand or an event that I could play. I'm no longer going to play.
So here, I could use silence, but I think I decided not to because if I did, then that means silence is knelt for next turn as well.
Yeah.
And although I'd have got a military through with Euron, like it would have been naff. So we'd both end up passing because if you do any challenges, you got your board now out, and at least by not doing any challenges, you have your board stood. So that was a really exciting round.
I don't think Bara mind delaying the game.
No.
Like in this deck, I could play more stall plots, which I don't play. Like an easy truce and grand melee. They're really good plots for Bara to just stall out the game so you can get all your pieces out and then take control.
I mean, you still got a power from that round because you won Don.
Yeah.
So it's not like you didn't progress the game at all. You kept my board knelt.
So Baratheon have a lot of soft control options.
They do, yeah.
Lots of kneel. And some people have said that kneel isn't viable anymore, which I don't think is true myself.
I mean, I've not been able to do many challenges.
Yeah, there is a lot of stand in the game. I appreciate that. Victarion especially is really difficult to deal with Baratheon because you can kneel him, but he'll just keep standing.
Yeah.
And already you've got a couple of boats out, 3 boats, and you said you've got another in hand. So Victarion's a problem.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I still think Neil's pretty good if you build for it.
I guess it just depends who you come up against. So someone like Robb Stark can be a big pain in the ass. And then, as you say, Victarion and Greyjoy. So Greyjoy and Stark do have those strong counters to kneel, I think.
If only Bara has something else to deal with that, to turn their soft control into hard control.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That'd be cool. Just a quick note on the plot. So I've played First Snow and you've played Pilot at Storm's End, which I can't remember what it does. What does that
I
mean?
mean, you name a challenge that can't be done this round. So you've got a Victarion.
Yeah.
And I'm counting your boats. I'm not happy.
Yeah. There's a Risen in there, and I think that's a Hagen's daughter, and there's a couple of locations in there. So, tough choice for you now.
Yeah, because I know you can afford Victarion. I don't really want you to get Victarion. And I can see you've got 2 boats.
Look at me tapping my fingers. I'm like, what are you going to do? Don't take the good one.
You know what? I really hate it when someone takes your cards and then holds them for a long period of time.
Well, like you're doing.
Yes. and then doesn't give them back. One of my pet hates is when you give someone your hand, they look at your hand, or for intrigue claim, they take a card, they go to hand it you back, you hold out your hand to take it, and then they take it back again to read it. I'm like, right, okay, I held out my hand for no reason, thank you.
Well, the one that I really hate is exchange of information. When it's like someone counts out their 10 cards, and then I put my hand out to take the 10 cards so that I can look through them. And then they don't give them to me. They start put them on the board, and I'm like with my hand out like an idiot. It's like, oh.
Yeah,
thanks.
but then
you do that to me.
But then you scoop them up and put them back on your side of the board and do it again.
Just to make a point.
Yeah, you've got to take control of these situations.
I'm not that petty.
No, it's not petty. It's mind game.
It's mind games.
Yes, it is. Yeah. So if your opponent is doing that because he wants to be in control of the situation.
Yeah.
So you take control of the situation, and that makes your opponent feel less in control.
Oh.
Mind game. You've got to be in control at all times.
Okay. I'll remember that.
So we have your 3 knelt bigs against my 2 knelt. Well, 1 knelt big and Celise, who's not really a big, but she's big, but she's not really a big.
And because your red priest went back to hand, I got Victarion back and the Risen from the Sea.
Yep.
I also marshaled a card into Shadows, which is going to be Hagen's Daughter, because that's the only one it could have been. We saw it. So I've got a card that can come out and attempt to do a challenge. I've got a boat, booster boat. I think I had a raiding longship in hand, and I've got silence, so I might be able to do something.
Yeah,
with that.
I'm going to do a challenge because I know you can stand Euron, and I know you can bring Hagen's Daughter from Shadows. So I know you can do challenges, and I know you can get them unopposed. You can get past at least.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to do a challenge.
So you did a power, but I think you forgot that I didn't have any power to take.
Yeah. I was like, damn, I should have looked.
So you probably should have done an intrigue.
Yeah, agree. That would have been nice to get rid of the Victarion.
Oh, but you got this dude.
Yeah, I've got Bill Bone.
So I guess like...
See, if we can't do military challenges, I'll just do an intrigue.
Yeah.
Here comes Euron. Oh, another Iron Fleet scout. Very good. I don't have a council this time. So stand Euron. And you're going to defend to protect your hand.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, given that you have Tarion.
And 2 Risens in there as well.
And
Nice.
saves, yeah.
Because we all know that Greyjoy has resets. So Hagen's Daughter going in for the power. But you've not my faction card with Bill Bone, which is really annoying. So I was like, oh, I'm going to get Balon back this turn. I can definitely get a challenge. Power challenge 3x5.
With
but
your boats, yeah.
No, not my faction card.
So there is a spoiler card in this game. It's just difficult to play right now, but it is being worked towards.
Yeah. I'm making it difficult.
Be patient. Yeah, and Greyjoy are one of the more difficult factions to play it against. So, but all will be revealed.
Like, I have to reassure them. It's like, this is a spoiler video, honest. There is one in here, I promise. We're not just saying it's a spoiler video to make you watch the game all the way through and then at the end be like, haha, April Fools, we're just delayed.
Well,
that'd be quite funny, actually.
That's a good idea, yeah.
It's a good idea. Maybe we should do that one day.
Yeah, maybe, no, we can't fool our viewers like that.
No?
They might never watch our stuff again.
Oh.
Imagine how horrible that would be. City besieged into 4th March. Of course, you win initiative.
Always.
I don't think I won initiative for about 6 games in a row.
So, yeah, a City besieged against which your deck isn't doing a lot.
Yeah, well, you see, when I built this deck, I built it in mind with the box Robert, who can keep all locations now, which I really like to do.
Ah.
So I can keep all the locations now, and it doesn't affect me at all. Except the only cards I've got are Dragonstone Castle and Blackwater Bay, but I can play around those. I can mill characters if I need to.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So my locations, it doesn't matter if they're now, because a lot of them are static gold modifiers. Luckily, not many people run the Veins of Autumn.
Oh, yeah. Is that going to make a comeback?
Some people have been playing that on the Iron Throne.
Really? I've usually seen people play it for reals.
In combination with Shadow of the Throne, the new Bara event, which is near the locations.
Oh, wow. That's quite exciting.
Yeah, it's concerning, actually. Oh, here's Victarion.
Woo! Gonna getcha. Gonna make my comeback now.
Right, I've got to do something about this. Because you're going to pull ahead. Victarion can do a lot of standing. There's 4 warships now on the board.
It's fine.
So you can win all 3 challenges, no problem.
It's fine. You don't need to worry about it. Just let me win.
That is just not going to happen. I've never let you win. You have to earn it.
Okay. Let me earn my win.
Right, so I have one option here.
One option?
Yeah, I've only got the one thing I can do.
And what's that?
That is to play a red priest, play another red priest, and then play a spoiler card.
Ooh. Is that what you're going to do?
I think so. I can't remember.
That's exciting.
This feels like how I need to do it.
This feels like the moment.
Yeah, I'm considering it because I'm just thinking what the board date's going to be like.
No, it's my mum.
So I'm weighing up my options here. What do I do? What don't I do?
That's not a red
This
priest.
is not.
You lied. It isn't spoiler time. Disgraceful.
So,
Disgraceful.
Melisandre.
That's definitely not spoiler time.
Citadel Archivist.
You absolute tease.
I know. I think it's better to delay the VD sometime. See, you could do things with controlling your board, but at some point you're going to have to play a reset to control all those bigs on your board.
I was going to say, I don't think this deck really runs big resets. It's just got first snow.
Yours. Yeah, you can run Valar. Especially with Balon, because if Balon dies, you can just get him back with the agenda. So you can run Valar, but with losing the Iron Mines, it means you'll either replace them with Bodyguard, which hurts your nothing burns like the cold.
Oh look, I'm going to do the thing. Sorry, I was excited.
What thing?
Well, I just won a power challenge by 5. Ah!
You've knelt your agenda,
Shh.
not your faction card. You've
Oh,
cheated.
shush.
You've actually cheated.
Don't be daft. I got the Balon for my discard pile back into hand, so that was nice.
Oh, remember, this is fun.
Shh. So I play Silence to get Euron stood, and then nail him to do the intrigue.
Yeah, the raiding longship is good, because that means I need to defend with multiple characters just to still lose.
Yep. Oh, and I hit a red priest. And I hit, is it Asai?
Ashai Priestess.
Ashai Priestess. And intimidate.
So, I do an intrigue, take a card in your hand. Could be handy. Oh, all that effort you went to trigger the agenda, and
I know! I was so happy.
bye bye Balon.
Yeah. Gond.
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 Right, I think I've got to play VD here, right?
But look, I'm winning. Look, I'm winning.
You have, yeah, it was 4-0 to me at one point, and now it's 4-6.
To me.
Yeah.
Boha. But yeah, VD now is going to be sad. But seeing as you're moaning so much about my Victorian, I think I need to keep the Victorian.
Yeah, I think you keep Victorian here. I mean, VD means that you can just draw your bigs again and play them.
Yeah, they're not dead. So. And I've played Weapons at the Door, I think, because I've got loads of attachment control in this deck, and you're not playing any attachments, which is really annoying. It's
Weapons at the Door replace Valar Morghulis in this deck because,
oh, really?
Because hunting accident. You need to be able to stand your Victorian. And milk is popular again with a lot of decks, especially Baratheon. With the Ride of Baratheon, they do like Milk of the Poppy.
Yeah.
And so Weapons at the Door just gives you the round so you can stand all your stuff and cost them tempo.
Fair enough.
So you're first player with 1 million gold.
Oh, yeah. This deck just gets so much gold, it's great. Especially with Balon Solo.
It is. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed playing this deck at National, the original version. And so this is still good. I don't know if it's weak to Valar Morghulis now, but you've got 4 big characters who can help you control a game.
Yeah.
So if 1 or 2 die, it's fine. And you've got a lot of draw generally. With the Iron Gates that you can recur. The Iron Gates are probably one of the best gates.
Yeah, because they're really easy to trigger.
Yeah, they
Whereas
are.
I think I've complained about this before, but the is it Kingsgate in Bara?
Yeah,
I think that's like a really annoying one to try and trigger.
yeah. I can't trigger mine yet. Right, so we've got Red Priest. I'm trying to take it and you're like, I'll put it in my discard. So Red Priest to take the save, trigger Melisandre in your Victorian. Red Priest, take the other save.
Oh, it's here.
Here's the spoiler card.
Here's a spoiler card. Die.
Right.
Do you want to read it or shall I?
I'll read it.
Go for it.
Okay, it's 3 gold. Event Public Execution. It's a loyal Baratheon card. And it simply is marshalling action, choose and kill a kneeling character.
And the flavour text, as you may have seen at the beginning of the video, a ruler who hides behind paid executioners soon forgets what death is. Eddard Stark.
Yeah.
So this is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's the first piece of hard control that Baratheon have got. Mm-hmm. They need to use their soft control, really, to use it. But it gives them another tool to help control the board, because a problem they've got a lot in the meta at the moment is that Stark and Greyjoy can stand their characters.
Yeah.
But a lot of those stands are in the challenge phase, like
Indeed.
Rob and Victorian, a challenge-based stand, as is Euron. And with this public execution, they can as long as they have somebody knelt, they can play public execution. It does cost 3 gold, which is reasonably expensive, but they can get rid of a threat.
Yeah, I mean, you just paid 3 gold and killed off my Victorian. Like, I would quite happily pay 3 gold to kill off a Victorian. So the only issue with it, obviously, is that you can save. So if the character has any dupes on them, or if you're playing against Greyjoy as well, it's difficult if they have Iron Minds or Risens. But with the Risens, as we can see, like, Bara can control the amount of Risens in hand. Like the Red Priests especially are really good. Seen in Flames can help with that as well. The Iron Minds are a little bit more difficult, but because they've gone onto the restricted list, they're a lot harder for a Greyjoy player to have in their deck. Anyway, a lot of people will choose Vince over the Iron Minds, I believe.
Yep.
So you've got, control over those saves in Greyjoy. And to be honest, apart from dupes and bodyguards, most other factions don't have any like specified saves.
Yeah, I think that public execution would be better against other factions because other factions don't have as many stand, if you ignore Stark and Targaryen, of course.
Yeah. And
even so, a lot of that stand isn't in the marshalling phase.
One of the other bonuses of this card is it is a loyal card. So if you're playing Fealty, you can use Fealty to help reduce the cost of it.
That's true.
But it does mean that it's Bara specific as well. So, you're not going to have some horrible other deck stealing this card and using it in another faction.
Stag.
Yeah, exactly. It's a Bara card. You're using it from a Bara based deck, which is nice. I think Bara deserve to have a good, as you say, hard control card that's just going to fuck everyone up.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really excited for this card. I think Baratheon players will be really excited for this card. I think it's a very, very strong card. And it gives Baratheon something they've never been able to do before. Turning that soft control into hard control. Normally they have to melt characters and then play a reset at some point to get rid of it when the board's big.
Yeah.
But now what they can do is they can play their reset, make the board small, and then get rid of a problem character to really make their soft control bite.
It's also quite nice in that it plays around the themes that Baratheon already have. So, it wants you to have a character knelt, your opponent to have a character knelt in the marshalling phase. So that's something that Baratheon can normally quite easily achieve, even with things like Filthy Accusation, if you just want like a guaranteed one. But then you've got your Melisandre triggers, you've got the Shadow Priestess triggers, things like this, like very quickly you can nil things. You've got Consolidation of Power, Even-Handed Justice. There's so many ways for Baratheon to make sure a card is knelt in the marshalling phase.
Yeah.
And once a card is knelt in the marshalling phase, it's very difficult for your opponent to then quickly restand it as their action before you can play your event. So, even if they know it's coming, if you play...
they do have an action, but if they don't have anything.
But there aren't many actions in the marshalling phase that a player can take to restand a character that's just been knelt. Normally, as we've talked about, it's in the challenges phase that you would have these kind of restands, like with Victorian and Euron and stuff like that.
So, in the deck that I'm running... I picked Wars, so I can run 2 Filthy Accusation and 2 Forced March, which gives me a high chance of kneeling a character for the marshalling phase, so I can get the kill off if I have the card in hand.
Yeah.
I run Even-Handed Justice, 2 of, to, again, do the same thing. Consolidation of Power. Again, another Neil. 3 Melisandre. As you've stated, Shadow Priestess. So there are quite a lot of cards. So you do have to build your deck in a way to make sure you have Marshalling Faith Neil. I'm not entirely convinced I need that many because I think the plots... Well, Balon's just been publicly executed.
Oh, you've just played another one?
Yeah.
I've just got Balon out.
I know you can get him back, but I don't have to worry about him now, and that keeps my board on top for this round.
I like that we're all still talking about the
first
spoiler
one.
card. You played another bloody one. That was depressing. So as you just saw, Richard has taken 2 Risens out my hand in the previous round, so he's risked that I didn't have that 3rd Risen, played a R'hllor character, not out Balon, and then just killed him with public execution.
Yep.
Because the odds of me having a 3rd one is unlikely. You can also obviously run Hand's Judgment in your Bara deck if you were worried about Risen and things like that.
Well, the thing you can do, if you run Forced March, you can go first, get your gold, and then play it, so your opponent doesn't have any gold to play their Hand's Judgment.
That's true. It's quite an expensive one, isn't it?
That's the thing. Also, I guess one of the best ways to counter it is use Privileged Position, because that only costs 1.
Yeah, I was more thinking if your opponent plays Risen on the character that you just tried to kill.
Yeah.
If you've got a Hand's Judgment, then you can stop that from happening.
Yeah.
So
Privileged Position.
I think I just win a power?
Yeah, you won a power challenge. I kept my Scene in Flames for when you win the power challenge because I could see you had a raiding longship. So I let you win it and then play Scene in Flame to take Balon back out.
Great. Yeah.
So I mean, public execution is expensive.
It is.
It's 3 gold, and if your opponent doesn't have targets, or if you can't kneel a character, Forced March, they might not have any military icons, or you might want to kill, Wyman, for example, and you can't get him knelt, so you have to use Filthy, but then you've only got 4, 5, 6 gold, and the event means you can't put anything else on the board because of what you've drawn. That may be a downside.
Yeah, I mean, as you just said, it's an expensive card. It's basically replacing the cost of you playing out a small character. But
by getting rid of one of their big characters.
You're getting one of their big characters, yeah. I think that's important.
I think it's a very strong card. I think it might be one of the best cards we've seen in the cycle.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, I do, yeah. I mean, it's going to change games. I mean, you can even keep characters knelt with Box Robert and then just kill him next phase. I mean, that is the thematic play, right?
Box Robert.
Box Bob.
Is this Calvin?
Yes.
Okay.
So, he's pretty good. Yeah, I think the card is really strong. It's what Baratheon players will love it. And it's going to make Baratheon very scary. I think what it might promote is a lower curve in the decks.
What, for Baratheon?
Well, no, for opponents.
Oh, right, okay.
So, for example, if you're playing a deck which relies on 1 or 2 big characters, and then Baratheon are everywhere in the metagame, and you're thinking, damn, they're all going to be running public execution, and my deck revolves around, I don't know, Robb Stark, and I've got no way to get him back.
Yeah.
So what can you do? You can play Stark, and then you might decide to run a lower curve, so you run more Chud characters with strong abilities like Alysanne, Arya, and that way you can, you don't worry so much about public execution because it's costing your Bara player 3 to kill a 3-cost character, which isn't too bad. Or people might just start running Close Call.
Yeah, I can imagine Close Call might become more popular again. I'm not sure about the lower cost curve. If anything, it might be that people might include a couple of extra bigs, like as one-offs, just as a sort of backup plan.
Redundancy bigs. Or more bodyguard.
Or more bodyguards, yeah. Yeah, because bodyguards are weird, aren't they? Like, they're in the core box, weren't they?
Yeah.
And they just keep sort of sporadically coming back in and out of the meta. Like, sometimes you don't see them for months and months and months, and then there'll be a card that comes out and they'll all start coming back again and they disappear again, and
It's like when Iron Mind becomes restricted along with Vince.
Yeah.
And so people automatically go, damn, I've got to lose my Iron Mind to keep my Vince. Let's put in 3 bodyguard. And then after a month, they're like, actually, I don't really need them.
Yeah.
Put some other cards in. It always happens like that. People think, oh my god, I'm losing my save. I've got to put in bodyguard.
Mm.
And then they just fade out. So I think, actually, don't need them. I can just play around it.
So do you think that, for God's sakes, I don't think I've used Bale on this game. He just keeps jumping in and out of either play or the dead or the discard pile. I've lost my train of thought.
Bale?
Do you think that with the public execution, do you think it's been one of those cards where, you know, like when Valar came out and everyone played it for like a few months and then it sort of died off again? Do you think it's going to be like that, or do you think it's a card that will stick around?
I think it's a card that will stick around. I mean, it's just really, really good.
Do you think it would... is it one of those cards that you'd always include as a one-off kind of thing, or...?
I don't know. I think you build around it to an extent. You need the marshalling phase, Neil. So I don't know if the plots are just enough. I would possibly expect that in future, Forced March could go onto the restricted list.
It is really good.
Yeah, it seemed to go in every single deck. Like everyone seemed to run Forced March. So it'd be nice to, you know, maybe it'll be restricted, which will make public execution more difficult to play.
But like we've said, I mean, Filthy Accusations is a really easy one for you to play.
Yeah, it's a plot that's kind of died out.
Yeah.
Except in Reigns and the occasional Baratheon deck. But that, yeah, public execution might bring it back. I still think it's really good.
Oh, wow, something to look forward to in the meta, right?
I'm not looking forward to playing against it, I'll be honest.
So when will this come out? What's the pack?
So it comes out in the Streets of King's Landing chapter pack, which is due on the 19th of July.
Oh, okay, so not long then.
I think it's the 19th, probably the 19th.
In the next couple of weeks, basically.
Yeah. 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, something for everyone to look forward to then. Or not. So that with Hunting Accident is going to be pretty harsh.
Yeah, although Hunting Accident, I mean, you don't need to kill them, right?
No, I was more thinking to make sure they, like, if you find a Hunting Accident early and there's a character you really don't want to be stood, you can just play that on them and keep them knelt until you're ready to play Execution, right?
I'm not sure I would bother in that scenario, because then you're paying 5 gold just to get rid of a character who's not going to stand anyway.
Yeah.
So, unless they have an ability I don't want them to use.
Yeah.
So you can Hunting Accident one threat, Public Execution another. I think that's the best way to control the board. So I'm not sure there's actually that many counterplays. Because, I mean, you're getting a lot of removal effects. We've got Pit of Snakes in the most recent chapter pack. Martell cost 2, take away all their icon and kill a character, basically put poison token on them. You've got Hand of Gold from Lannister.
Yeah.
When an intrigue by 5 and you remove their character from the board. We've had Pinch. And we all know what Pinch does.
Yeah. And
now we've got a Baratheon one. Now it's more expensive, 3 gold rather than 2.
Is Pinch on the restricted list?
No. So Public Execution is one of the more expensive ones.
But it's a solid kill.
Yeah, it is. I think it's fine. I don't think it's busted. It's really, really strong. But
yeah.
I'm going to hate playing against it. I guess the key is don't get too attached to your characters. You know, you really shouldn't. People get upset when they get Ballard and their board gets wiped. But you know, don't get too attached to your characters. Game of Thrones, you either win or you don't.
Balon knelt again.
Yep. Keep him knelt.
Sad times. So
I wish I had Robert Baratheon out in this game, because I'd use the plot to kneel your big and then just keep all the small ones out if I wanted and just win the game with Courtney and Mel.
So I'm feeling like relatively confident here. Like, even though you've knelt my Balon, I feel like I can, you know, possibly do something good.
You even say, I think I can do this.
I've got Euron, so I'm thinking like, you know, I can get a restand, I can get the Intimidate off, you know, I can probably win that power challenge. And you're like sitting there sort of grinning slightly as I'm deliberating everything.
I think I can do this, you said.
I know.
Right, so I'm going to collect all my gold. All 8 gold.
Yeah.
I'm going to duplicate Melisandre.
Yeah.
I'm worried that you think you can do this.
You're such a dick.
So I think I'm going to try and nail out your problem characters now.
Yeah, my problem characters. It's
So I'm going to pay 3 to bring the priestess and Eddard and kneel your lord bought shipwright, because I don't want him kneeling the gates of the moon. You're slightly suspicious, which is fine. You're considering vincing it seems. And you're like,
I was like, what's he doing?
Okay, I'll let you kneel my lord bought shipwright. And I'm like, wow, that's good. She got a vint. Let's play another one. Trigger Melisandre and kneel out Wex, because he's a massive threat. I don't like Wex.
I was just
and now you cancel.
I'm just going to cancel it. You're up to something. And then you consolidate power! You know, shit bag. You could have just done that at the beginning.
What a win that is. Consolidation of power, my own chud.
Well done. So, you won the game.
Yep.
Congratulations. And you guys all saw the spoiler card. So it's public execution. Kill and kneel kill a kneeling character in the marshalling phase. There we go. But it is and cannot be saved, so you just need to be careful of any saves your opponent may have.
Yeah.
So thanks again to Gareth for becoming a patron, and thanks of course to all of our patrons for supporting the channel. We really appreciate everything. Thanks of course to all the normal listeners and watchers. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do so by going to patreon.com/The White Walkers.
Fantastic.
There we go. Got all the official spiel off.
Yeah, should we stop now?
I don't know, shall we?
I've got better things to do.
Oh, okay. I've got a baby shower to go to now.
Oh, that sounds boring.
It'd be great fun.
I'm just going to play games with the lad down the pub.
Oh, wow, that sounds good.
On that note, bye people.
Bye!